Welcome, one and all, to Let's Get Moving. I'm Jackie Ewing with the Bartow Public Library. I have, over the last 7 years, led classes in yoga, the whole 7 years, balance classes twice a year, more recently Tai Chi classes, and over that time, I exercised about 4 hours a week. Since March, however, I have barely moved, and it's time for that to change. If you are anything like me, you too, since March, have moved much less. So I applaud you for tuning in, and I want to encourage you, you can do this. This is going to be the title, Let's Get Moving. It's nothing elaborate, simple things. So you'll need very little in the way of supplies. You need a sturdy chair, okay, wooden chair, 4 legs is what I have. Comfortable clothing. I recommend elastic waistband so that for bending, there's nothing digging into you. There is a move called a forward fold. You won't want to be wearing like tight pants and a belt, because when you are bent halfway to the floor, you can't breathe well. So comfortable clothes, shoes that support your feet. I recommend tennis shoes or tied shoes. However, slip-on shoes will also work. And no flip-flops though, okay? There's no support there for your feet. Also, keep water close by. Being well hydrated is important all the time, but it's important during exercise, so keep water close by. And if you're sitting at your computer, at your desk, and that chair has wheels, please bring in or move to a different chair in the room, one that will not slide away from you when you sit or away from you if you hang on to it. I want you to be safe, okay? This is gonna be fun, I want you to be safe. Thank you. All right, so I love definitions, so let me explain to you the difference between physical exercise and physical activity. So physical activity is any activity that actually burns calories. So for example, going for a walk, playing golf, washing the dishes, pushing the grocery cart, buying groceries. Physical activity, obviously, anything that burns calories. Exercise, on the other hand, is physical activity that has a planned format. It involves repeated movements with the goal of improving specific areas of fitness. There are 4 types of exercise that help us gain health benefits. Okay, one is endurance, which we will not be approaching any kind of endurance. Second is strength. Strengthening is so important, allowing you to do the activities you want to do, playing with your grandkids, carrying the bags of groceries. Even small improvements can increase your strength to do things. Also, strength training increases your metabolism, makes your metabolism work faster, and helps keep your weight and blood sugar in check. So, yay. The third kind is balance exercise, which will prevent falls, which is the major cause of injuries that lead to disability and loss of independence. Okay, that's scary for us. And last, flexibility, just keeping your body limber and flexible. Those are the 3 that we'll do: strength, balance, flexibility. Almost all older adults, regardless of their age or their condition, can markedly and safely improve their health and independence through exercise and regular physical activity. And you see, I have a script here because I can't seem to memorize what it is I want to say, but I don't want to miss anything either, so I apologize, but there it is. Okay, with that said, let's get moving. We're actually not going to move for these first 10 minutes because we're going to do some warm-ups right here from your chair. I will talk a lot about posture. So I'm going to say repeatedly, check your posture. What that means is, I'm going to turn on my chair. I want your ear, your shoulder, and your hips to be in a straight line, okay? Normally when we're sitting, it starts to look like this. So we're sitting and we're relaxed. But for this exercise, I want you to check your posture, okay? I want your ear, your shoulder, and your hips to be in a straight line. Now there's several ways of checking that when you're out and about. My mom, when she was in her late 80s, early 90s, lived in a condo building with an elevator, and Mother's way of checking was when she would be in the elevator alone, she would back up to the wall, put her shoulders against the wall, her head against the wall, and when those doors opened, she walked out like the queen. You know, that was her check, and she was in there a couple times a day, so she would check her posture that way. Personally, here's mine. When you're in the car driving, put your hands at 3 and 6. I want you to straighten your arms and push your shoulders against the seat. You can still drive, not a problem. And put your head against the headrest. That's straight, okay? And you'll notice as you're driving, and it's your head especially, it's way forward. It becomes permanent, folks, over time. So I want you to check your posture. I'll say that quite often. Okay, so now we're actually going to do something. We're going to start with some deep breathing because I want you to be fully oxygenated, which is quite energizing, before we begin. So I'm going to, again, I'll talk you through this whole thing, then I'll actually demonstrate. So I want you to place your hands very lightly on your abdomen with your middle fingers barely touching, and they should be pretty much where your belly button is. We will take in more than a deep breath because I want you to first fill your lungs, pull in a little more air to fill your chest cavity, and then push the air down and into your abdomen so that it moves forward, it protrudes outward, okay, which will cause those little fingertips to separate if you've actually filled your abdomen with air. You will have breathed in through your nose. When you breathe out, of course, your 2 fingertips will come back together. After you've fully exhaled through your nose, I want you to purse your lips. Imagine a candle out here in front of you. I want you to make the flame flicker. It's not a birthday cake. I don't want you to blow the candles out. I want you to very gently continue to exhale, now through your mouth. You've exhaled through your nose, and make the candle flicker. And at the very end, when there's no more air in you, I want you to squeeze your abdominal muscles and get the last of the air out, at which point your body will be screaming for oxygen and you will take in this wonderful deep breath. And we're gonna actually do that 3 times. So, believe me, we're getting out with the old and in with the new. We'll be fully oxygenated, fresh oxygen. So we're going to take 3 breaths. So here we go. And I can't really talk while we do it. So hands on your abdomen, fingertips, middle finger lightly touching. And here we go. Breathing in. And out. And in. Out. And in. And that's what I call deep breathing. So we all breathe shallowly most of the time. It's good to just clean out your lungs, fill them with fresh air periodically. So Now just breathe normally through the rest of this whole thing, okay? How do you feel? Are your fingertips tingling perhaps, which often happens when you do that? Okay. We're going to do wake-up stretches, that's what I call them. So sit comfortably, firmly on the chair, feet approximately shoulder width apart, hands hanging at your side gently. Check your posture, ear, shoulder, hips. Here we go. As you raise your hand, you're gonna breathe in through your mouth. Okay. Touch your fingertips at the top. Breathe out as your hands come down. However, that's not all there is to it. I want you to engage your muscles. I want you, as your hands are reaching this way, pretend there's someone on each side of you pulling your arms. So we are stretching outwards. And as we go up, I want you to reach for the sky, partner. Stretch your arms up toward the ceiling. I mean, you're using your muscles. Touch at the top and exhale. So now we're going to actually do that together 3 times. Here we go. Breathing in as your arms go up. Stretching, stretching out to the side. Reaching, reaching up. Touch at the top and exhale. Same, use your muscles. Okay, that's 1. And up. Breathing in. Touching at the top. Exhale as we go down. 3rd time in. Stretching, reaching. Notice that my arms are beside my ears. Okay, so gaining range of motion is a part of this as well. Your shoulders, a lot of times you'll be reaching and your arms are out here in front of your face, which is fine, this is good. But eventually, okay, your range of motion with your shoulders, they should be up beside your ears. So, okay, 3 of those. Seated marching is next. We're just going to do a total of 10 steps with each foot. I want you to ball off. Push your foot up with your toes, which is how you should walk. So moving halfway forward on your chair, just hip walk a little forward there. And if you need to, hold on to the chair for support. And here we go. And this is where I can't talk and count at the same time. If you've ever been in one of my classes, you know that. So here we go. Falling. I'll keep counting, Paul. Paul is here with me. He's going to help me by counting. Total of 20 steps or 10 with each foot. How are we doing? No, not there yet. Okay, don't give up. Paul, oh, he's not counting. That seemed like way more than 10. I told him earlier. I can't count and talk at the same time. Okay, you did plenty. Last but not least, shoulder rolls. Okay, 5 forward, 5 back. And I want you to exaggerate this movement. I want you to stretch your shoulders back and raise them up. And bring them forward and down. That's 1. Back, up, forward slowly and down. 3, back, up, forward and down. 4, I think. Truly, I cannot count and talk at the same time. 5. Okay, I think. And now backwards. Here we go. Forward. Up. Thank you. And 2. Forward. Up. Back and down. 3. Thank you. Are you having fun? I actually love doing this. This is fun. Okay, and last one. I have help. So, thank you. That was our introduction and warm-up. So, if that was enough, take a break, because the next segment will be strength training. It should last about 10 minutes. So take a break, tune back in, turn on your computer, and do the next part. Thank you so much. See you in a minute. right along with our amateur but fun Let's Get Moving from Bartow Public Library. We are now going to do some strengthening exercises and a couple of rules as we begin. First, don't hold your breath. Just breathe normally. When there's actual work involved, you always exhale on the pull, the push, but I'll talk you through that part of it. Don't lock your joints. When we're standing, there should be a little bit of bend in your knees, and there should always be a little bit of bend in your elbows. Don't lock your joints. Lastly, none of these movements should cause pain. If it hurts, stop. All right, today we're only going to work lower body, so hips, ankles, knees. And before we begin, check your posture. Make sure that your ear, shoulder, and hip are in a straight line. And ladies, you might want to tuck your behind under just a little. Okay, so toe stand. The truth is, all right, I'm having trouble doing these with these particular shoes. So here we go. Toe stand, strengthening your ankle and calf muscles. So you're going to be behind your chair. Stand comfortably straight, knees slightly bent behind your chair. Both hands on the back of the chair. I'm going to stand here though so you can see me. Stand straight, feet shoulder width apart. Slowly raise up on your toes to a count of 3. So up, 2, 3, hold, down, 2, 3, 1. Up, 2, 3, hold, down, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up, 2, 3, hold, down, 2, 3. That's 3. Next, up, 2, 3, hold, down, 2, 3. 2 more. Up, 2, 3. I was wrong. Hold, down, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. You guys, you need to work exercise into your life in order to maintain and keep doing this. These are great to do at the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink, because there you go, you got something to hang on to, you happen to be standing there. So take a minute and do a few ankle strengthening exercises. Next, we're going to do knee flexion, flexing our knee. Sounds like a simple thing. This will strengthen the muscles in the back of your thigh. So again, you're standing behind your chair, okay? Legs straight, slight bend in your knees. Okay, both hands on the chair. I want you to keep your legs beside each other and only bend your knee. Okay, here we go. So it's up. Slowly bend it. Don't move the upper part of your leg at all. And down. Okay, that's 1. Here we go, up. Keep your foot bent. Don't point your toe. And down. 3. Up. And down. 4. Up. And down. And 5. Up. And down. Okay. Change your weight to your opposite foot. So shift your weight, standing on your opposite leg. Your legs are close to even. You're not supposed to move, but keeping your foot flexed. Here we go. 1. And down. 2. And down. 3. And down. And if you're tired after 3, stop after 3. 4, and 5. And if this is way too easy, go through this whole program and then do the program again, and that will give you 10 repetitions of each thing. All right, next, hip flexion. Strengthening our hip and thigh muscles. Again, you're standing behind your chair, both hands on the chair. You know what, I'm gonna stand sideways. See here. You're going to stand back from the chair about 12 inches or so. So you're standing back but holding onto the chair. And you might want to check that wall. And I am not reading the right directions. Sorry, we're standing straight. We're going to have to edit that. Slowly raise your knee to your chest. Let's see how I can do this and show you. Hanging onto the chair. You're standing here, but you're going to raise your knee until your leg is parallel to the floor, keeping your foot bent, and then down. So that's one. Raising your knee. And you know, I haven't been moving and I feel this. 2. 3. 4. And 5 is enough. If you have not been exercising, 5. Whew. Okay, shift your weight to your other leg. Again, don't lock your knees. I'm going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now, we're the one where we stand back. This is a hip extension. Excuse me, please. Oh, allergy season. So standing about 12 to 16 inches from the chair, you are going to, your upper body will bend forward as you lift one leg back behind you without bending your knee. There should be a reasonably straight line from my shoulder down my back to my foot. Don't point your toe, don't bend your knee. So that's 1, 2, 3, good, 4, and 5. Okay, shift your weight to your opposite foot. Okay, let me move back just a little here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We're now going to do some side leg raises. So actually this one's better done behind the chair, but I want you to see my legs. Both hands on the chair. Slowly lift your leg to the side. Again, maybe I'll stand here. I'll get close. Here we go. So out. Raising your foot. Notice I'm tilting. Not sure that's a good thing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shifting. Weight to your opposite foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 2 more of strength training. All right, this last strengthening exercise is a challenge. The goal is to do this without using your hands. But if you need to when you're starting, for heaven's sakes, use your hands. This is hard. Okay, so you're seated firmly on the chair, probably about halfway back, you know, a little bit, hip walk toward the front a little bit. Put your heels back close to the chair. Sitting up straight, I cross my arms across my chest. We're going to first lean back and touch our shoulders to the back of the chair. Don't rest them there. Keep your back straight. You're then going to move your body forward. We'll do this in a second, but I want to tell you, continue moving your body forward and stand up. Now, use your hands fine in the beginning. You need to do that. So here we go. So lean back, touching the back of the chair, strengthening my abdomen, sitting up forward, moving forward, and stand. Oops, my head's cut off. And back down. Leaning back, motion. So this motion is going to help us stand forward and up. That's 2, all. We're going to keep going with my head girl. Okay. Thanks. I'll have to do this again. I'm not sure we'll make it. 3. Okay, and harder. 4. Okay, use your hand if you need to have your hand. It's fine. And 5. Screen's changing, getting lighter and darker. Ugh, barely. And, whew, all right, sit down and take a break. Take a drink of water. Oh, it's not there. All right, so that's enough strengthening for today. We're now going to move on to balance. So while we're resting, balance, I have the balance of a drunken sailor. I've worked on balance for years. It is not my best thing. But here's what I'm going to tell you. First of all, those exercises that we just did, there are ways to make those balance exercises. Those will gradually improve your strength and your balance if first you do them holding the chair, 2 hands. As you get stronger and better, you'll be able to do them holding the chair with 1 hand. Okay, your balance is getting better. Then you can hold 1 finger, just 1 finger on the chair. Sometimes you need that as you do these exercises. And finally, do them without touching anything, just do them standing. So this is evidence that your balance is increasing, improving. Then, and I've never done this, you might try, don't try this right away. When your balance is good and you're really feeling steady, try closing your eyes and doing these very same movements. So that's one way to improve your balance. In the meantime, I have a few things you can do. And these are actually quite helpful. So here we go. Okay, balance. Check your posture, okay? Here, shoulder, hip. So standing, arms at shoulder height. Now this is not how we normally walk around, but trust me, this makes it easier. You're simply gonna walk heel toe. So putting 1 foot almost touching, and you can see I need this, touching the foot in front of you. Okay, we're only going up 5 steps here. 3, 4, 5, turn around. Okay, 5 steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 1. The second one is similar, and it might be too much for some of you at this point. Okay, arms at shoulder height, and it involves standing on 1 foot, so don't feel like you have to do this. But you raise your foot, and then put it down, taking a step. Okay, raise your foot, your knee, put it down, raise your knee. Okay, I can still see these, take a couple more steps. Tell me to stop. Okay. Whoa, turn around. So you see, balance is not my best thing. Okay, 5 steps back, 6. 3. All right, so those are things you can actively do to practice balance, and it won't get better. You have to practice. Okay. One more. Holding onto the table or the chair. just stand on one foot. You can actually do this holding your cart in the grocery store. Go a little bit. Okay, standing on the other foot. So you can do this when you're in a line. You can do it at the kitchen sink. You know, you can do some of the balance heel toe when you leave the TV and go to the kitchen to get a snack. Do a little heel toe along the way to improve your balance, because we have to work these things into our day. The chair sit that we just did, that's the killer. When you are finished, well, no, on second thought, before you eat dinner and the chair is there, pull it away from the table and do one or two. You know, sit, stand. Work the exercise into your day. Before you get out of bed in the morning, the things that we're about to do for flexibility, do them. Some of these you can easily do on the side of your bed. So, finally, flexibility is the third kind of exercise, keeping us limber and flexible. So, first we're going to work with ankles. So, to walk, and let me rant about walking for just a moment. As we age, we tend to shuffle our feet. We don't pick them up and walk. So some of the things we're doing are strengthening your knee and lower leg. That will help you to pick up your foot, but you have to think about it. I say, in the meantime, think this. When you're walking in your head, hear my voice. Say, pick up your toes. When you're walking, just, oh, can't see my feet. Get your toes up, just your toes. As you walk forward, pick up your toes, and I promise you, this will greatly reduce the likelihood that you will hit something, stumble, and fall. Okay, get your toes up. So, ankles. We need our ankles to be flexible, folks. So as we age, we tend to shuffle, and that increases your risk of falling. So sit securely at the front of the chair, just so that your behind's on here. You can put your hands back and stretch your legs out. And once more, you can't see my feet. Okay, with your heels on the floor, let me see if I can see my feet. I don't think so. With your heels on the floor, stretch your legs out in front of you, bend your ankles and pull your toes toward you, toward your shin. Okay, hold for 10 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now point your toes away from you. Okay, ready? Pointing, push it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do it 3 times. Again, toes up. Pull your toes towards you. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And push your toes away. If you're stepping on the gas, push your foot down here. 3, I don't know how many seconds this is. 8, I can't count and talk. And final time, pull your toes towards you. Are you having fun? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And push your toes away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do a gentle stretch for your back. So again, seat firmly on the chair, about halfway. Feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Place, and I know to mirror you, I have to say this backwards, and I'm not sure I can. So one hand on the outside of your opposite knee. With the other hand, I want you to grab the bottom of the chair back here and turn your shoulders and look over that back shoulder. Okay, we'll hold this for a few seconds. All right, and slowly back to the center. Okay, opposite hand, outside your other knee. Okay, you're gonna push with this arm. Grab the chair, the bottom of the chair back here, and turn. Look over your shoulder. And back to center. Let's do that one more time. Okay, check your posture. One hand outside, the outside of your knee. Your other hand's going to grab the bottom of the chair or the chair back and turn your shoulders and look over that back shoulder. and opposite side. So arm, grabbing the chair. Turn, look over your shoulder. And back to center. That felt good. Okay. Okay, I did not bring what I needed for this next exercise, so let's skip it for now. Okay, we're going to do ear to shoulder. You've done this before. So, again, mirroring. I'm going this way. Okay, put your ear to your shoulder. And while we're here, I want you to press this shoulder down. Keep your shoulders level if you can. Press down on that shoulder. Also, make sure you're facing forward and not looking at the floor. I want your ear going down on your chin. Okay, and up. And to the other side. And ear. Takes me a minute to think. Get your shoulders level. Push down on this shoulder. And make sure your ear is going down and it's not your chin. And up. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, ear to shoulder. Looking straight ahead. Okay, and up. And other side. Slowly. Okay, ear to shoulder. Looking forward. Oh, my shoulder's going up. And up. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple of those good morning stretches. All right, we are going to finish up with good morning stretches. So sit yourself comfortably on your chair, hands at your sides, okay, feet firmly on the floor. Remember that as we raise our arms, reach out, engage your muscles. Okay, I want you to work a little. And as we reach up, again, stretch upward. Okay, also we're going to breathe in as we go up. We're going to breathe out as we go down. I'll get that right. Here we go. So 1, breathing in, stretching, stretching. Touching at the top, reaching up, out, breathe out. And down. 2, breathing in, stretching, stretching to the side. Reaching for the sky. Touch and exhale. And breathe. Up, stretching, reaching, touch, and exhale. And that, folks, is Let's Get Moving from Bartow Public Library. I'm Jackie Ewing, and I look forward to seeing you again. Next time, we're going to work on some upper body strength. So, practice, practice, practice. And smile your way to a better day. Bye.